I've got a very high heart rate right now. I've just been to the supermarket, and this is where I make all my mistakes, and I am so stressed out because people are still behaving stupidly, but then so am I. And it's misplaced kindness. It's misplaced, this is how we used to do things. It's misplaced, can I just squeeze by you? It's misplaced, oh yes, after you. And it's misplaced Englishness. And we need to stop that kind of Englishness right now. We need to stop that kind of kindness right now, because kindness is going to kill you, and it's going to kill me if we don't nip it in the bud. And it's a bit late now. It's in full bloom, but we can still try. So when I had the COVID symptoms, the day before I started coughing, I was in the supermarket. Now this was nearly 3 weeks ago. And this was before any measures had been put in place in the supermarkets, before there were any marshals in England, before we had tape showing us where to stand. It was actually impossible. Absolutely, and today it was impossible to be 2 metres away from people in the supermarket. And I didn't go into it that wary, because the last time I went, it was very good. And the last time I went, there was a marshal on the door and people were being much more observant. And what happened today, I think I went in when the marshal had gone away for 5 minutes. It was very quiet when I walked in, and then all of a sudden a load of people just came in and were not observing any of the rules and the protocol. And I should have yelled at them. I should have said no. Now, as I was saying, sorry, it's a bit disjointed. That last time, the supermarket, before I had the symptoms, the day before, I was walking along the chill cabinet looking for something in the fridge. And a lady came by, and she was a very old lady on a walker, and she was struggling with the door, to get to the fridge. You have one of those doors you open. And of course I opened it for her. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have walked 2 metres in the opposite direction and got 2 metres away from her, and I shouldn't have helped her. And I might have given it to her, she might have given it to me, we don't know. All I know is that was not what I should have done. It was impossible at that time to keep 2 metres away from people. And it's so difficult because you get somebody who comes close to you, and then in the next minute you think, well, I just did this. I had someone come close to me a minute ago and it didn't kill me, so I should do it again. Don't. I shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. And so just now I went into the supermarket and I was in the chill bit, and some sweaty running girl came in. And she was like, oh, I need to get in. I need to get to something, in the fresh fruit and veg. And I was like, well, if you back up, I'll get out of the way and you can get in here. Because I knew I was going to take a long time, because I'm shopping for 2 vulnerable households and myself. And I knew it wasn't a long list, but still it take me time to do. It's one basket, but that's enough. And that will usually top us all up for about a week, And so there I was standing there, and this very sweaty girl who'd been out for a run is basically less than 2 metres away from me, going around the supermarket. And how much did I want to say to her? You shouldn't be in the supermarket sweating like that. That's unhygienic. At the best of times, that's unhygienic. Get a grip. And I should have said it in a nicer way. But really what I should be saying to people right now is not, when somebody says, can I squeeze? And I had about 4 people. So there was her. She got her cucumber and went off. And I was standing there trying to sort out what I was getting. And of course it is the fresh fruit and stuff, because that's what you need to top your grandma up with. That's what you need to top your mum up with. So you need to top yourself up with. And then somebody else came in and they're like, da-da-da-da, I want to just get this. I need to get a cucumber as well. I said, look, just wait, let me check my list. I'll get everything I need in this bit, and then I don't have to come back. Let me just do my thing. And the husband goes, oh, well, I need to get... And he went past and it was less than 2 metres. Wife standing there getting all frustrated and a bit cross, because they just see a single girl. They think, oh, why are you spending so long? Because I'm shopping for 3 households. Because those people cannot leave their house. So I'm doing my shopping and she's standing there, tick, tick, tick. And I'm thinking, you know what? If there was a marshal here, you'd be waiting outside. The marshal has gone for 2 minutes. They're there on the door almost all the time. And in the end, I turned around and I said, look, I'm shopping for 3 households. I'm going to be a while. It's going to take me a while. You're going to have to wait. That's it. And so I was doing that. And then another lady came up, an elderly lady. Oh, can I just squeeze past? I said, look, it's less than 2 metres. It's up to you. It's not up to her. I should have said no. Wait 2 metres back from me. Wait 2 metres away from me. for your safety and for my safety. 2 metres away. That's it. It's not complicated. And look, you've got a little shaky hand cam here, you know. And I finally got round, checked my list, got everything I needed, and did my queuing up. And the people at the till get it. I said, look, I'm really sorry, my heart rate's up here, I'm stressed. I've had people saying to me, can I just squeeze by you? If you're asking that question, the answer is no. Do not ask that question ever again in the supermarket during this crisis. Don't ask that question. Can I just squeeze past you? Of course you can't. There's signs outside the door saying no. There's signs inside saying no. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Stop putting another human being in that position where they have to be rude to you to get through to you. Because I will be. And the people behind the till said to me, you should have just said no. You should have just said no. I said, well, look, next time I come in here, if you hear a scream over there, that's me screaming and having to say no to somebody who knows the bloody rules. Because the bloody rules are posted outside the door. The bloody rules are outside on the door. Don't do it. And I stood there at the till and I took a really long time. And everybody who was just popping in for one little thing, why are you popping into the supermarket for one little thing unless it's like really important? Shop as infrequently as possible. Go to the supermarket as infrequently as possible. It's not a jolly. Going to the supermarket is not a jolly. It's not a day out. It's not something to break up your day. Essential only. One. I mean, you can go to the supermarket more than that if you have to, but don't. Anyway, this is not a rant. This is me trying to break a pattern. This is me trying to stop myself from being polite, because politeness kills, okay? And I'm smiling when I say it, but it's the truth. And here I'm going to bring in my Zumba instructor. I have taught Zumba to many people. I've taught Zumba to old people in wheelchairs, all kinds of stuff. And the answer is, if you're asking me a question, if I can do something unsafe, the answer is no. I will call somebody who is 90, somebody who's 100 years old. I will call out children and I will say no. I will call out people who've got disabilities. I don't care. I really don't. Because if you ask me in a class or you start to do something that is dangerous to yourself or other people, what am I going to say? No. No, you cannot just take a phone call in the middle of class. And that's not even as dangerous as, can I just squeeze past you in the supermarket? No. No, 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 no. Do it with me. Do it with me online. No, you cannot just squeeze past me. No, you cannot just get to the tomatoes. No, just because I bought a cucumber doesn't mean you come and squeeze on there. No, if you come any closer, I'm going to call the marshal. 2 metres, 2 metres, 2 metres. Do you know how long that is? It's as long as a bed. 6-foot bed. If you could not get a bed, the length of a bed between you and the next person in the supermarket, they are too close. They are far too close. And you know it, I know it, and they know it. And that's the last time. So I went to the supermarket. The last time I went to the supermarket, it was much easier than I thought. Today was much more difficult. I wasn't prepared. It was a bad day. It was a bad day at the supermarket. Next time, body armour going on. Helmet. Metaphorical, not real. I don't have any. When I go in, it's going to be like that. You're going to see the headmistress. You're going to see the teacher. You're going to see the look. If somebody says anything like that to me, number one, I'm going to look them in the eye. Don't even think about it. Okay? That's the lesson for today. And the reason I need to do this lesson is for me. Because I have to stop being English. If you know what I mean. Stop being passive aggressive. Stop being passive. You can be aggressive if you want. There's a good chance it's going to happen. We need to stop being passive. We need to stop saying excuse me when somebody steps on our foot. We need to stop saying excuse me when somebody gets too close. I need to say, like I did to the guy when I was coming out of the supermarket, you need to back off so I can come out of the shop because you're too close. And I came out and a woman ran by. I was like, that's not 2 meters. Why are you running past the queue for the supermarket? Go on the other side of the road. Run on the other side of the road. Because you haven't got it yet, and you still haven't got it. So I'm trying to get it, and I'm doing my best, and I'm going to keep saying it. Because you know what? If this changes me a little bit, if this changes you a little bit, if we can get on board a little bit more, this will save lives. And hopefully it will save mine and yours. Because we're only in control of our own actions. But if somebody asks us permission to do something dangerous, what do we say? No, hell no. Back up 2 meters. Get away from me. Get away from me. I love you. Get away from me.